Tonight's theme is transformation. Change from one state to another. You've just heard testament to several perspectives on that process as we celebrate specific contributions of a few outstanding individuals and organizations that partner with us in our effort of meaningful transformation. Without the voices of people like Joe and Jamie, it's easy to drift into simplification of how transformation works. Just get over it. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Just say no. And other phrases come to mind that distill the complexities of meaningful transformation down to ridiculously simple concepts. Meaningful transformation defies simple explanation, but demands a collaborative focus that harnesses the best of our resources and intentions to change a life of suffering into some degree of relief. Unlike the business of making widgets, behavioral health services are in the human change business. People come to organizations like ours because something is wrong, usually in intimate, vulnerable areas of their lives that they have not successfully negotiated on their own. Grieving a loss, searching for a life without drugs or alcohol, trying to escape the purgatory of depression, or wanting to silence an inner haunting that they no longer want to define their life. These are some of the usual calls that we have for change. As a psychotherapist, I was trained as a change agent to passionately engage with the realities that define a person's suffering and partnering in their challenge for transformation. In that effort, I am joined by 170 employees at Crisis and Counseling, providing not only direct services to people we serve, but the people behind the scenes that make it happen. Each person playing an essential role in the complexities of transformation. This contribution may be in the form of a crisis worker responding to a caller who cannot find the reason to continue to live, or an outpatient clinician partnering with an individual to find hope and new skills to navigate the complexities of their life. These are the footsteps of transformation. It may be a parent needing a comforting hand from our Gear Parent Network, and the staff there, or somebody in finance, making sure we keep the boat afloat during these very trying times. These are the foundation stones of transformation that agencies like Crisis and Counseling and many others in our community engage in every day. But ultimately, it's the person who brings the courage to change that is at the heart of what we do. It's individuals like Joe and Jamie that inspire us all, inspiring us to bring our best game to that challenge and remembering the humanity of our cause. Over the years, I've been both honored and humbled in experiencing work with people who have survived and transed out of a life of extraordinary pain. Through those numerous experiences, I've been left with two themes about those journeys of transformation. First, it is often the smallest gesture of kindness that has the greatest impact in giving people hope and supporting their resiliency. Secondly, most transformation takes determined dedication that must have supports that intend to endure, patiently engaging until their momentum is solidly in place. That is our role. And like those seeking transformation, we must prepare to endure. In the face of skepticism, we must endure. Outlasting cavalier attitudes toward those in need while embracing their but for the grace of God. We must endure. It's people like Brenda Kenny who brings a respectful caring in her work as a crisis stabilization unit worker. It's professionals like Officer Chris Gay, who bring a professional balance between compassionately caring and understanding, as well as ensuring public safety. It's a leadership, people like Kate Chichester and the Co-Occurring Collaborative, that really articulate the vision of how we can do it better. And it's all of you. If you're here tonight, you believe that too. You're here because you have engaged with us in this mission. Your role may not be as a crisis worker or an outpatient clinician. You may not be directly involved in the work that we do at Crisis and Counseling. But each of you are essential because we are all included. We're talking about our community. We're talking about real people who may be our neighbors, our former classmates, our loved ones. In celebrating the courage and the determination of Joe and Jamie, and the excellence of Brenda and Chris and Kate, let's let this be our inspiration to further our cause and reaffirm our commitment to the journey of transformation and possibly find our own transformation in the process. Thank you for joining us in that effort.